Moving on to Islands of Adventure, the newest attraction is a roller coaster in the Harry Potter Wizarding World that replaced the now defunct that I mentioned back in 2017 that closed as well, Dueling Dragons, or later converted in Wizarding World the Harry Potter Dragon Challenge, which I did enjoy, had a really good concept, but getting rid of the dueling feature, I guess, is what made it lose its popularity. And I was a bit worried about this one. Hadrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure. Yes, I said the entire name, and it's probably the longest name for any attraction that I've been on right there. And does it live up to the hype of Dueling Dragons or Dragon Challenge? Bet your ass it does. Now, of course, it's not as intense. Because first of all, yes, like Harry Potter and Hadrid, who rides in the motorcycle, that's what you ride in. You either take the driver's side, which is what I took, or the passenger side of the motorcycle, and that's what every car is on this whole set. And one thing I have to tell you about is the way you get in line. Now, some days the lines for this can get pretty lengthy. There is unfortunately right now no express line. Yes, they did add express lines to the Hogwarts Express train, and, well, unfortunately this one does not have it as well, even though it opened in 2019. But some days it may not allow you in the regular line. It may force you to put in for a virtual queue through your phone, where you have to take a picture of the barcode near the attraction and just get lucky and keep refreshing the page to put in for it. It's a very cryptic system the way it works, but you can ask people about it. I can't fully explain it, but if you go there, they will tell you all about it. The staff is very helpful right near the attraction, but that's the way I had to do it when I went on it the first and, well, only time. And another thing is, yes, you get a picture on this one. There I am right there. But how's the ride? It's really awesome. Let me tell you, this one is a steel accelerating coaster made by Intamin. That's what they are known for. They made another attraction, which I'm going to review in a bit, but yeah, this one is a steel coaster, and it's all about acceleration, twists and turns, and stops. And of course, it has switch tracks similar to something out of like Revenge of the Mummy or Expedition Everest at Animal Kingdom. It only has one where you go backwards for quite a bit, actually, but not till after you hit a vertical dead-end track, which is where you go in reverse and into a dark cave. And in here, it puts you on a so-called drop track, which free falls you about 17 feet, and then accelerate outside once again to 50 miles an hour, the ride's top speed around twists and turns through the Forbidden Forest. Then after the slowdown and the magical sight of the unicorn, the motorbike adventure ends, sadly. So even though it seems like it may be family friendly with not many drops, but more or less twists and turns, trust me, you get plenty of thrills out of this one. And the one thing I do have to note and praise is the use of actual practical effects and animatronics. Yes, that's right, no 3D screens. This is how you make an attraction perfectly. It is done so well. I'm not even a die-hard Harry Potter fan, but I could safely say without a doubt this one is fantastic. So if you get the chance, if you of course hate waiting on long lines, you may not like this, but trust me, it is worth at least one ride if you are a die-hard Potter fan. So I could safely say this one is awesome. So my final verdict on this one is the Rockin' Two-Wheeler Moto Wii Motion Plus is up. Trust me, it's that good. So, next attraction, also made by Intimate. Hold on to your butts because we're journeying into the Jurassic World Velocicoaster. Hell yeah! The newest roller coaster that opened this year and was built rather fast during the COVID-19 pandemic and park shutdown, but that didn't stop them from making this attraction awesome. Built right in front of the Jurassic Park Discovery Center, even though it's based off of the fourth movie, Jurassic World, and I guess the fifth one, and of course, yes, we are getting a sixth one next year, Jurassic World Dominion. This is also a launch coaster, also about acceleration, and the cars, you may notice, are only lap bar restraints, even though this, of course, features several inversions. How is that possible? Well, it is. And this is not the only coaster I've been on that doesn't have over-the-shoulder restraints, and it's obviously not the only one that exists that doesn't have them with inversions. But don't worry, people, you will be fine on this one. But I must warn you, this one is really intense. Now, the one thing I really have to praise the hell out of on this one, and I'm going to praise it all the way through, is the queue line. And yes, even if it's a long wait, you will get an awesome experience throughout the queue line. You got an awesome sculpture at the beginning where you first enter, and yes, there is a single rider line which may or may not be open. Unfortunately, just like Hadrid's, there is no express line for express passes, but who knows if it'll ever be added. It may or may not be. If you get on the regular line, you will get an awesome queue sculpture of the Raptors, as well as a big top hat lift hill, which you can see from pretty much a mile away. I mean, damn, that's high up there. And when you get further on into the line, you see other props and stuff from the movies. You see TVs and stuff that gives you inside looks at the attraction and details, what you're about to experience with the Raptors, because that's what it's themed around. You get to see the train going at its highest speed with Raptors edited in with the screen effects. Now don't worry, there's not too many screen effects on this attraction. This is a roller coaster, so you don't have to worry about that, but that's a pretty cool addition right there. But the practical effects you get on the queue line and the attraction itself as well are the Raptors. This is only on the queue line where you get to see the animatronic Raptors, and man, it looks amazing. I can't say much more there. It's like you're in the Raptor containment. And once you get in, of course, like the Hulk and Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket, and well, formerly Dragon Challenge, which had and has metal detectors to make sure you put your phones and change anything heavy out of your pockets into lockers. But unlike those attractions which make you put them in before you even get in the queue line, you can at least get videos and pictures of most of the queue line. But when you get to the point before the main pre-show, featuring Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard's character telling all about the attraction in a rather humorous fashion, it's really entertaining and amusing. Before that, you obviously have to put your stuff in lockers. And don't worry, just like all the other attractions where you have to do so, it's free because it's just before you board the attraction. And the attraction itself, wow, what a rush. I mean, this literally makes the Incredible Hulk coaster look like a kiddie ride. Mainly because it's only a lap bar. Yeah, you literally are be holding on for dear life. I mean, there's a lot of people that would dare to put their arms up throughout this attraction, but yeah, I was holding on for dear life because it is just a fast, accelerating experience, twists and turns, inversions, and the fact that it's only a lap bar. Yeah, as I said, no shoulder restraint. That's what makes it more intense and thrilling. And halfway through, you're going about 40 to 70 miles an hour up that lift hill. That is where you will literally feel like you're going to fall out of your seat over that big 155-foot hill. And then straight down and over an inversion that keeps you upside down much longer than you would really think is safe for a lap bar restraint attraction. And then there's even more. Yeah, you go around a couple of turns and then you go over what they call a Montosaurus roll, named after that fish dinosaur. But don't worry, none of those will come out of the water because it's just a barrel roll over the water. It's just insane. The idea is insane, but I did it twice. And there's my photo right there. Yes, you get a photo on this attraction. So all I can say is, if you're a thrill seeker and you're looking for something more thrilling than the Incredible Hulk coaster or Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket, this outbeats both of them. So go for it. That's all I could say. Awesome queue line, awesome ride, but hold on to your butts, people, because this one is, as I said before, an intense ride, but a very thrilling and awesome experience. And it is deserving of a rockin' 2-year note to Wii Motion Pluses up. Trust me, it is a dynamite good time. So, moving on to Volcano Bay. Yes, the newest water park, at least new from compared to when I went there last time, and it is in place in case you don't know of Wet n Wild. Yep, rest in peace. But this place was pretty awesome. I know it didn't exactly have a smooth opening and everything like that, but let me give you a few gists of the attractions and the layout of the park. First of all, if you're staying at the Cabana Bay Beach Resort, which I did stay at back in 2015, it was a really awesome and nice hotel. Only problem was no express passes included for the two main parks. Because I stayed at the Hard Rock this time, I had to take a bus, and unfortunately there's no parking lot to park. So if you're planning on going here, you're going to have to park at the main parking garage and take the bus from City Walk to there, or walk, whatever. Bottom line is, it can be a little tricky to navigate and get in and out of. When you first enter, you get what's called a Tapu Tapu Watch. This is basically similar to something like at Disney with the Magic Bands, except it's more computer generated, and it puts your placing online, which thankfully when I went it was pretty quiet, mainly because it was on a Tuesday, and it was a beautiful day, and the layout of this park, the feel, the relaxing music and everything, because it's Polynesian themed, is fantastic. I love the interactive stuff you get with the Tapu Watch, as well as using it to get in the attractions. Now the first one is the big one that I did that I knew I had to conquer. This is basically like a bucket list slide, at least for my taste. The Korakery Body Plunge. There are 3 drop slides in this, which are basically trapdoor, in which you stand inside of a circular closing door pod, with your back against the wall, legs and arms crossed, and the floor you're standing on eventually gives way by opening up, causing you to free fall down the slide. 2 of them don't go straight down, they are a little bit longer, but the big one, the red one, goes straight down 125 feet with the sound of drums that go faster and faster, and with the voice of what's supposedly the volcano Polynesian god Val. Straight down you go, but you're down there so quick. The only thing that's annoying is the amount of stairs that can be pretty exhausting to walk up. I wish they put an elevator to get to the top of this thing. Yeah, like the Hulk would say, too many stairs! I hate stairs! But you get a really nice view of SeaWorld, even Epcot, as well as the Universal Parks all over because you're so high up. So, if you're a bit nervous about going on this one, trust me, I was beyond terrified the first time going on it, but the amount of adrenaline that it puts in you will make you want to go back on this. I mean, it sure did for me as soon as you hit the bottom. And it felt so accomplishing to do such a big feat. Very quick, but trust me, it's not as bad. The anticipation and the suspense is what really gets you on this one. But my favorite one had to have been the Krakatoa, which is named after the main volcano and icon of this park, Krakatoa Aqua Coaster. This is one you definitely got to do. Yes, it is actually a roller coaster, or water coaster per se, and you get on a raft with a couple other people, and it goes up and down hills and accelerates sort of around the volcano, and it's very lengthy and just most of all really fun. So, yeah, can't say much more with that. With the Korakery Body Plunge, sorry I neglected to give that one a rating, a rear remote Wii Motion Plus up, and a plain rear remote up. Seems fair for a rather short but thrilling attraction. But as for Krakatoa Aqua Coaster, rocking 2 ear remotes of Wii Motion Plus is up. Don't have to say much more on that one. And then the last one I did was called the Hanu Ika Moana. And it has both a blue and green slide that you can most likely see from the highway. And it both have a very interestingly unique design to them. That is because the green one is named the whale, and the big blue one is called the turtle. Yeah, I'm not the only one who agrees that's kind of ironic that it should be the other way around. I mean, doesn't anybody else agree? I'm not sure whose decision it was to name these. But yes, I went on only the blue one, which is not the whale, but the turtle. And it was a lot of fun. Yeah. When you're going up those high twists and turns, man, you're definitely going to be holding on for dear life on the raft. Because I don't want to know what it's like falling off the thing. And I guess that's why you need more than one person on each raft. Very thrilling, rather short, but really fun. Thrill seekers will for sure have a real blast on this one. Trust me. I give it Rockin' Wii Remote Wii Motion Plus up and a plain Wii Remote up. That's fair enough right there. Otherwise, that about wraps it up right there. Sorry I left a lot of attractions out at Volcano Bay, but that's all I actually did other than interact with stuff around the park, inside the volcano. You can escort people on the bridge going through the lazy river. This is a really cool and relaxing theme park. It's a bit tricky to navigate, but thankfully with all the staff they have there, they are really helpful to help you navigate and get around this maze of a water park if you get lost and are trying to find stuff. So, otherwise, that wraps it up right there. Till next time, happy holidays.